hand and held me still as she kissed me with her Funyun breath. She forced her way into my mouth and bit my tongue. When I tasted blood, something juiced me with extra adrenaline. I punched her in the face and jumped out of my seat.
What it do, YouTube? It's Boogie back at it with another reaction. Let's get it, let's go. We got 3 true Tinder horror stories animated. We finna get straight into it. On the road to 500 subs. Make sure y'all sub up, man. We going to the moon, baby. You know what I'm saying? Get right or get left, gang. Let's go.
This is a true story that happened a couple of years ago, when Tinder was the go-to place for online dating. My experience with
Tinder had a chokehold on the
should I say
for
with
sure.
This one individual was at first a friendly and
Tinder for
flirtatious
sure had a
experience
chokehold on the
turned
community.
fatal the further things went. It all started when I was doing night classes at my local.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, hey, you know what I'm saying, to all my fellas out there, you don't need dating apps, you don't need, you know what I'm saying, social media to slide in the girls' DMs. You don't need to do all that. Just go outside and touch grass, approach women in real life, get to interact, communicate with women in real life, and being in their vicinity, being able to feel their energy, and you know what I'm saying, really connect instead of doing things off of Tinder and Bumble. Because 9 times out of 10 you're either gonna get scammed, you're gonna get catfished, or something even worse. You know what I'm saying, you might end up, you know what I'm saying, on some grave digging shit. You know what I'm saying, so watch out.
Local community college. At the time, I was studying to get my degree in nursing, so you can imagine the monotonous lectures that the course entailed. I would usually take pictures of my friends' notes so that I didn't have to take notes during lectures. Instead, I would go on Tinder. I was single at the time and figured I could pursue a boyfriend since December was considered cuffing season. I remember messaging this attractive guy who I'll call Ryan for the sake of this story. Ryan was my type of guy, handsome and someone who enjoyed the nature and wildlife. From his profile pictures, I could see him holding a machete while wearing camo attire. After our initial match, I got to know Ryan a lot more and found out that he was a huntsman who also enjoyed fishing on his days off. Nonetheless, his good looks and charm
Hey,
gave
bro,
me
it look
good
like he
vibes
been
that
mewing
the
for
other
like
guys on
500
Tinder
years, bro.
didn't.
Look at that, bro. Look at that jawline, son. Bro, it's the Mew Master, bro. Look at that, bro. The Chad in nature, my God, in his natural habitat, ugly. Out there fishing.
His good looks and charm gave me good vibes that the other guys on Tinder didn't. We had messaged back and forth for about a week or two, and even video chatted occasionally. My friends and school colleagues suggested I give him a shot at a first date, but I felt like I wanted to take things slow and steady. This is when things took a dark and unexpected turn. One night, my best friend Jenna sends me a link of Ryan's personal Facebook page. As I opened his page up on my desktop computer, I see that he was currently in a relationship with another female of Hispanic descent. I began to act irrational and bombarded him with texts saying stuff like,
"Why the hell would you lead me on if you're still in a relationship?"
Boo. That's what women always want. They want exclusivity
not even 10
with you,
seconds
but
later,
then they got all their
Ryan
niggas in the
responds
bag.
back saying,
In
"I was
line.
planning on breaking up with her to be with you." I didn't want to be known as a homewrecker, but he was too irresistible to let go of, considering how much in common I had with him. I messaged back saying,
"So you're willing to break up with her to be with me?"
Ugly.
"Yes,
No.
I'll break it to her later tonight."
How will she take the news?
Sometimes you just gotta kill him with kindness. After an awkward turn of events, I shut off my computer, put my phone on silent, and headed to bed, while brushing the whole notion under the rug that I was going to end a relationship and potentially gain one simultaneously. The next morning, I woke up and checked my cell phone on my nightstand. I remember seeing 2 missed messages from Ryan. I opened them up and saw an image of his girlfriend, except she was bloody.
Yo!
Her face was severed off with a second message that read,
No, there's no way this says true no, bro. There's no way. There's no way. Dog, what? People really just be out here catching bodies for fun?
Messages from Ryan. I opened them up and saw an image of his girlfriend.
He said, "Done. Look at her
Said
eyeballs
she
and
was
her
bloodied.
Oh my
A
god.
good portion of her face.
The
was
animated
severed
look
off
worse
with
than
a
it probably
second
did in real
message that
life.
read, "Done."
Look like she got her head blown
After
off
the
with a
alleged
shotgun or
homicide
something.
circulated the news. It was later found out that Ryan had taken his girlfriend's life with his hunting machete.
That look like more
What
than a
makes the
machete.
story more disturbing was how I recall Ryan explicitly saying he was going to quote-unquote kill his
him with
girlfriend with kindness prior
Wow.
to breaking up with her.
That's crazy.
Little did I know that his
Kindness.
hunting machete was named Kindness.
What are the odds? Is why you don't get on
Opera
Tinder.
GX. Trying to play a game while you're watching your favorite YouTuber on the side, and then boom, your game starts lagging.
Like, I just feel like this is what these, like, what's that, bro? Bro, and y'all probably don't know, but like, what's that? I wonder what's the actual percentage of like people who use these social media apps. Like, what's the actual percentage of these guys actually get matches, and the ones that matches follow up to actual dates? That's what I wonder. Like, what are the stats behind this? Because I feel like every time, even from my own personal experience when Tinder and all like dating apps and all that was very popular, bro. Even from my own personal experience, it's very rare that you like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not there, fool. You know what I'm saying? That you really connect with somebody. I feel like it's just stuff not real. And I know I'll be seeing like on the reviews and stuff, like on the app, it'll say like,
Never in 1,000 years did I ever expect to experience such a disturbing encounter during a date. A date that I'm now
I
reminded
believe that's how
of
Tinder gets paid.
every
not for
time I stare
subscriptions.
at my reflection. The scars that remain on my face only reflect my scars from the outside, but don't project the scars from the inside. The brutality in the hands of this certain individual left me seeking professional counseling. I find it difficult to erase the image of the individual's face from my memory, as it still sends shockwaves
Why
through
he
my
just make an
anatomy.
omelet?
Maybe sharing my
kinda
story
odd.
with the world will help close this horrific chapter of my life. It all started a couple years ago, when the dating app Tinder first launched. I remember seeing all of my friends download the app as it was the new trend when it came to online dating.
Oh yeah.
I've used other dating apps in the past, but never really got too far in the dating scene besides a nice meeting you text or a $100 bill after a lunch date. There was this one occasion when I got home
That's
from
probably
a
why
long
I
day of
got
school.
black ass feet.
I remember face planting on my
Love
bed
for
the
that.
moment I stepped foot inside my room. I had just finished midterms and felt the sudden urge to blow off some steam and perhaps go out later that night. I grabbed my cell phone and began messaging my friends in our group chat saying, "Yo, anyone down to chill later?" A couple of minutes go by and I get a few replies saying something to the effect
Bachelor
of,
bros.
"Not today, with girlfriend," or "Got a Tinder date tonight." This was incredibly frustrating, as I felt like I was slowly becoming the one single friend in my entire friend group.
Who not getting no
I
action,
felt like
no
my
play.
social skills and dating life were slowly diminishing the longer I stayed home and didn't go out. That's when I
Yeah,
decided to
it
log
is.
onto my desktop computer and create a new Tinder profile. After a couple of minutes of typing out a witty personal bio, I started uploading old photos to my profile. I made sure to also download the app on my phone while making myself comfortable on my living room couch. I remember swiping through the app for a few minutes and seeing dozens of attractive females. Due to my previous encounters regarding dating apps, I knew not to trust the pictures within the girls' profiles, as some of them could turn out to be catfishes more often than not. During the latter part of my evening, I was waiting patiently to match with any girls on Tinder. My dad always told me to shoot my shot with as many girls as possible. That way the probability of hooking up with one would be higher than the average guy. I recall swiping right and liking at least 100
You gonna be
girls'
swiping right
profiles
all
on
day.
Tinder. Out of the hundreds of girls, I surprisingly got no matches back. I couldn't help but feel my self-esteem gradually deplete. I didn't want
Social
to
media
sour
not
the
real
rest of my
life,
day,
bruh.
so I decided to put my phone down and watch some TV for the remainder of the evening. My anxiety began playing tricks on me as I truly convinced myself that I was going to be single forever.
This is some shit he gonna have to deal with from within. This is some
despite
childhood
the
trauma.
television still remaining on.
He needs to start
My eyes
meditating,
started
go
getting heavy
vegan,
the longer I stared at the TV.
and start drinking more alkaline water.
I rest of my sofa while trying to blow off some steam. Feelings of anxiety weighed heavy on my shoulders. Am I really gonna die single? Does anyone want to be with me? That's when I hear a notification sound coming from my phone. I grabbed my phone and noticed it was a match from someone on Tinder. As I opened up the app, I noticed a female of Asian descent.
He gonna get
She didn't have many pictures on her profile.
Yep.
Just one picture with the name Tina.
Rip.
From the looks of it, she seemed fairly attractive and was roughly around the same age group as I was. The bio on her profile was straight to the point. I remember it saying something along the lines of, "The hotter twin sister, you should date me."
Batman, Green Lantern, The Flash, Superman. Your friends are slaughtering.
Oh shit, see look. Goddamn ad, bro.
I found the description rather odd, but brushed it off as I just wanted to get some action that night. That's when she
I just
sent
want
a
to get some
direct
action
message
that
to
night.
me.
I would love to talk to
I
you.
opened up the message which read,
Nah.
I'd love to talk in person if you're free.
with a smiley emoji. I was surprised at how forward she was. Her location said she lived about 15 kilometers away, which translated to about a 10-minute drive from my house, give or take. I figured meeting up with this girl wouldn't be much of an inconvenience considering how close she was. I sent a message asking for her contact
Man,
information.
y'all folks down
She
bad.
then responds with her fully disclosed address
He
and
said
phone
yes,
number.
definitely.
Again, I was taken aback by how forward she
huh?
was with her contact details.
This easy? She's just laying
I
it out.
began speculating if she was a catfish or not. Nonetheless, I brushed the notion under the rug and decided to respond back with, "Cool, be there in an hour." As I made my way to the washroom for a quick shower, my entire body began feeling antsy. I couldn't help but feel genuinely excited as if I was going on a first date again. That's when I hear another notification sound coming from my phone. I checked my phone and saw another match coming from Tinder. Could this be my lucky day? I wondered. I clicked on the profile and noticed it was Tina, except the name on the profile said Lena. As I read her bio, I could see it was similar to Tina's profile saying, "The hotter twin sister, you should date me." The distance next to her name was also 15 kilometers. Could it be? This has to be the twin she was talking about. Speculations began running through my head. I made the assumption that Tina and Lena were both twin sisters.
Tina and Lena not even real,
considering
nigga.
the identical similarities in names, appearance, and location. It seemed like the pair had a pretty petty relationship with one another based on the way they were outing each other on their bios. She then messages me as well saying,
"Don't date my sister Tina, date me instead."
I couldn't help but feel amused at the notion that I literally had twin sisters fighting over me that I hadn't even met yet. Not really considering if this was a good idea or not, I decided to entertain it by saying, "How about we all go on a triple date?" Lena then responds with,
Fine, but you better like me more.
My mind was racing.
He thought
I couldn't believe I was going to
Putting that
potentially
Axe
hook
body
up
spray
with
on,
two
look at it.
attractive-looking twins. Something on every guy's bucket
buddy
list.
bag, zip 'em.
That being said, I grabbed my car keys and made my way inside my vehicle. I punched in the address on Google Maps and started driving towards the destination. About 10 to 15 minutes later, I arrived there and saw a fairly small house surrounded by a lot of trees. The house honestly looked like a shack that you would put storage in. I casually make my way onto the porch and began knocking on the door. I remember hearing faint noises of heavy footsteps making their way towards my direction. As I heard the door locks beginning to open, I popped a breath mint in my mouth to give a good impression. The door began to creak open, and there stood a girl with two heads attached to her body. If I recall the politically correct term, they were conjoined twins. The girl on the right then introduced herself saying,
I'm Tina,
Bro, I'm getting it.
also known as the
my
hotter
neck feel
twin.
weird
And
from
here
just
is my
looking at
uglier
that,
half,
bruh.
Lena.
Speak for yourself. Anyway, I'm Lena. You must be Jeff, right?
You might have to knock that
Come
down.
inside so we can get this party started.
I honestly contemplated on booking it, as it was clear as day that I'd been catfished, but I decided to take the high road and continue with the date, so I said,
you just didn't know they were
sure,
combined.
ladies. As
a
I made
Hydra.
my way inside, I couldn't help but notice how well kept the place was. There were even 3 plates of steak preps sitting on the dining room table. I felt a little relieved I didn't split the
Dude,
scene,
that's so weird,
as
bro.
I would have lived to regret leaving the twins
Look
high
how
and
she just
dry
not even
despite all their
blinking,
efforts.
just staring for
We all
like-
began to walk towards the table. I sat on one side while the twins sat across from me.
Oh my
An
god, what
awkward
a hell,
essence
bro.
filled the room as I couldn't believe who I was currently on a date with. If I had to be honest, I couldn't muster up an appetite despite how delicious the meal looked.
I'm already knowing.
Tina held the steak with a fork in place while Lena
busting
began
that shit
slicing it
down.
into bite-sized pieces. I sat there watching with my jaw hanging from my face as the twins started feeding
Ew,
themselves
that's
with
so
their respective
that sounds so
hands.
nasty, bro. I don't
genuinely
know why
don't
that
mean
sounds
to
so
be
nasty.
rude, but it was the most bizarre thing to watch considering it wasn't expected. Tina then says,
Why aren't you eating your steak, Jeff? I worked on it all day.
Leave him alone. He doesn't want to eat your shitty cooking.
I didn't ask you, idiot.
I wish we were separated. I can't stand you.
Man,
At
I don't
least
know
I
how
don't
to
have to
fix
share the
that.
same brain.
Jing, 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 jing. Y'all hold still. I cut right through that. Ta-da! Changed out of hell.
Same as you.
"Girls, please stop fighting. I'm just a little full from the food I had earlier.
Who do you think's hotter? Me or her?
I'm not here to pick favorites, Tina.
He obviously likes me more.
There's a reason why I was born on the right side. Because I'm Mrs. Right.
Condescending bitch.
Girls, if you don't stop, I'm leaving.
The tension in the
Who he
room
get
got
loud
very
with?
uncomfortable. Both twins
know, they
began to
felt weird.
mean mug me while holding a knife in one hand and a fork in the other. I could hear nothing but pin drops as the room suddenly became silent.
That's a
Tina then
2-on-1
slams
assault.
her clenched fist on the table while holding the fork in her palm, saying,
You're not going anywhere, Jeff.
"What are you talking about?" The twins then got up from their chair
He
and
fell
began
right into my
approaching my
little
direction.
trap.
I began leaning back the closer they got to me.
Ladies, can you
look
please
how
put the
tall
knife
they
and
are.
fork down?
Please.
As I looked into their
Ugly.
eyes, I could see them both filled
On
with
coke.
rage, while Lena's had a hint of concern within them. Tina then abruptly takes a swipe across my face with the fork in her hand.
Ow, what the hell is your problem?
Oh,
Get the hell
yeah.
away
Why
from
you
me, I'm
just
calling
sitting
the
there?
cops.
I sat in my seat flabbergasted while trying to subdue the blood dripping down my face.
But people really
Lena
just
then
like.
says,
Why
Dude,
did you do that?
why would
if
you
you go
just
to jail,
sit
they're
there,
gonna put me in
bruh?
there with you, you idiot.
Yeah.
Good. Not only will we be close physically, but we'll also be close emotionally.
That bitch psycho. Hey, I already gave y'all the solution.
Lena then begins stabbing Tina across her face and neck repeatedly. I sat there in disbelief while being showered in their blood. As Lena
Dude, this is
continuously
not real,
stabbed
bro.
Tina, I saw her eyes beginning to slowly roll in the back of her head as the pair abruptly collapsed on the floor.
Oh, she killing herself? Oh, wait. That just hurt my head, bro. What did I just watch? Wait, I'm thinking she's attacking her. I'm thinking there's 2 separate people. I'm thinking she can't feel the same pain that her sister feel, but I guess it's 2 separate heads. So if one of them dies, they both die. That's how it works. I guess that makes sense. Damn, bro. That's weird, bro. Am I the only one thinking that shit weird, bro? He just started stabbing
I
her.
sat there in disbelief.
She just
while
green.
being
She just
showered
red.
in
Like all she
Why
started
did
seeing
you
was
do
red,
that?
bro.
If you go to jail, they're gonna put me in there with you, you idiot.
Good. Not only will we be close physically, but we'll also be close emotionally.
She started laughing.
Lena then begins stabbing Tina across her face and neck repeatedly. I sat there in disbelief while being
What?
showered in their blood.
There's no
As
way.
Lena continuously stabbed Tina.
Like this is like
I
her
saw
plan.
her
Like
eyes
why did she
beginning to
wait so long to
slowly
kill
roll
her
in the back of her
sister?
head as the pair abruptly collapsed on the floor.
Dude, that's so. Nah, there's no way that's real.
Batman, Green Lantern,
There's no
the Flash,
way.
Superman, your friend.
It can't, bro. It can't. This video can't get any worse than that, bro. There's no way, bro.
I'd started using Tinder just a few weeks prior. I hadn't expected it to work, but within a short time, it seemed to be proving fruitful. One day, I saw this super hot chick right in my area. She was just my type, and she had plenty of great photos on her profile. To my surprise, we matched pretty quickly. We started texting on and off throughout the week. She always took a while to respond, but I figured she was just playing hard to get because all of her texts were heavily flirtatious, saying out-of-pocket things like,
Hey there, Mr. Man. You look pretty hot. Want to make out with me?
I'm still thinking
I
about that
really wanted
last one I
things
just
to go
watched.
to the next level,
What in
so
the
I
world?
played along. I pulled out all the stops, using all the pickup lines and wit I had. You know, I'm gonna take you out first. Gotta treat a classy girl like you, right? Things got rather heated pretty soon.
How about I just give you a time and a place, and you just do me right?
I'll be there. Eventually, after about a week, we traded phone numbers and I got her to agree to go out on a date. She said she really wanted to go to the movies. I didn't really care where we were, as long as I finally got to meet her. I arrived at the theater around the start of the previews, but she'd already texted me that she was inside.
I'm way up at the very top. XOXO?
When I made my way to the top row, I saw a girl sitting by herself. She didn't look exactly like the photos from her profile, but still, she was cute. I figured it was just too dark in the theater to tell, and she had the right brunette hair, so I introduced myself on the steps. Hey there, lovely. Mind if I take a seat?
Excuse me? Who are you?
I'm Aaron, from Tinder.
You got the wrong girl.
I think you got the wrong girl.
My bad. Sorry about that. I looked around the theater for another girl sitting alone, but there was hardly anyone in there. Well, there was nobody except her. She was waving at me from the other side of the row. Even in the dark, I could see enough.
Yeah.
As she flailed her arm around, a hefty baggage of fat, flabby skin jiggled around her elbow.
Oh my goodness.
Her waist bulged over the armrests of her seat, and she had about $50 of concessions cluttered around herself. I gulped and reluctantly walked over to her. I already knew I'd been severely catfished, but I put myself to just getting through the movie and then never talking to her again.
Hey, hot stuff.
Hi.
Oh no.
Once I got close, I noticed even more
just gave me the
disgusting
heebie-jeebies.
details. She looked older and more wrinkled than my grandma, which just made all the folds of fat that much more numerous. She barely had any hair left on the top of her head, except for a few greasy white wisps. But she made up for it with a scraggly beard nestled between a few of her chins.
Oh.
What I wanted to do was vomit, but I sat down despite myself. Immediately, she grabbed my hand.
There's no way I would just like, bro.
With an iron grip.
All of these stories is like, dude. There's no way in hell, bro. If I'm in any of these situations, I'm gone, bro. I'm not staying, bro. I'm gone, bro. I'm gone, son. No way. This is like, there's no like the fact that he sits through this
into my ear.
How'd you like to go all the way tonight, baby boy?
I don't know.
Oh, are you nervous,
You got
sweetheart?
that titanium
Not as bold
grip.
as you are in your texts.
That atomanium
well, how
grip.
about we start with a little kiss?
I wanted to leave so bad, but
Wanted
I was
to
hung
just
up
leave,
on
bro.
getting my money's worth out of the ticket. She was still squeezing the life out of my hand, licking her lips and letting food spill out of her mouth. I don't think so. How about we just enjoy the movie?
Oh, come on. aren't you a player? Get over here.
She puckered up and pulled me in even
Nah.
further. I tried to wriggle myself free, but she grabbed my face with her other hand and held me still. She kissed me with her Funyun breath. She forced her way into my mouth and then bit my tongue. When I tasted blood, something juiced me with extra adrenaline. I punched her in the face and jumped out of my seat. But something was still biting my tongue,
bro, I'm not
pulling
watching
out of my
this, bro.
mouth
I'm not
and
watching
hanging
this.
off my chin. I looked down. It was her dentures.
No. No, bro. No. Bro, oh my god. Bro, that just made my skin crawl so much, bro. Oh my god, bro. I cannot, bro. Holy shit, bro. Bro, no, dude. No, dude. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Aren't you a player? Get over here.
No way,
She
bro.
puckered up and pulled me in even further.
There's no
I tried to
way.
wriggle myself free, but she grabbed my face with her other hand and held me
How you
still.
were cut,
She
bro?
kissed me with
I'm
her Funyun
traumatized,
breath.
bro.
She forced her way into my mouth and then bit my tongue. When I tasted blood, something juiced me with extra adrenaline. I punched her in the face
You
and jumped out of my seat. But
You
something
uppercutted her,
was still
bro.
biting my tongue, pulling it out of my mouth and hanging off my
No,
chin.
that's so nasty,
I looked
bro.
down. It was her dentures.
Oh my god, bro. I'm finna throw
Yellowed
up, bro.
and covered in food and still clenched onto me.
Oh my god, bro.
I ripped them off and threw them to the floor. Out of grabbing distance, I looked back at her, utterly stunned.
Where you going, baby boy?
She tried to stand up, knocking several empty snack cartons onto the floor.
What is the
But
other
she
girl
didn't
at in
get
theater?
anywhere. She was wedged into her seat by the girth of her hips. It was like watching a train wreck. I couldn't look away. When she finally twisted and heaved herself out of the seat,
Bro, why you still
she
standing
immediately
there,
collapsed
bro?
to the
There's
floor,
no
then started
way these are
crawling
real.
towards me, rambling unintelligible gibberish. She didn't get very far
Bro, there's
before
no
she
way
got
these are
stuck
real,
in the
bro.
cramped space of the aisle. Suddenly, she started screaming in rage, kicking her feet hopelessly and swiping at me with her meat hooks.
Nah,
You
bro.
really let yourself go. How embarrassing. I couldn't stand to look at her any
Bro, I'm
longer.
cutting my tongue
I got
off,
the
bro.
heck out of there before anyone else showed up.
What are you
And
talking
really,
about, bro?
I needed to get home and wash my mouth out with bleach.
Hey, hot stuff.
Hi.
How'd you like to go all the way?
Dog. Oh my gosh, bro. What did I just watch, bro? What did we just watch, bro? Oh my gosh, bro. I feel like I need to do something with my eyeballs right now, but I can't, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, that's crazy. Dude, there's no way, dog. There's no way these are real. Dude. Oh, I thought I did think. I said it's not gonna get any worse than this, bro. And it got way worse than that, bro. Holy crap, bro. Y'all can't even see it, bro. I got goosebumps. Bro. And my ceiling fan not making it any better. Making it chill. Got like a little chill in here. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm reading these comments. Can we all agree that Terrence absolutely destroyed the whole respiratory system with all the crap? The last story was funny. The second story was unexpected. Bro, that second story was crazy. Always a pleasure hearing these classes. Get the hell away from me or I'll call the cops. The conjoined twins story terrified me. Nah, for real though. Oh my gosh. Yo. Anyways, that's the video for today. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I will be having more reactions like this one on the channel, so make sure y'all stay tuned. I genuinely, I enjoyed that. I hope y'all enjoyed that. We're on the road to 500 subs. Make sure y'all like my video and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all on the next reaction. I'm gone. Peace.